All right, today we are diving into something huge, the architecture of your potential. We're going to look at a framework for unlocking, well, the full power of your mind.
So let's just jump right in. Have you ever seen that movie Limitless? You know, the one where he pops a pill and suddenly his brain is unlocked? He's smarter, faster, way more creative. It's such a cool idea, right? This thought that there's this other version of you just waiting with all this untapped, almost superhuman potential.
And what really fuels that whole fantasy is this super powerful, really persistent idea, you've probably heard it, that we only use about 10% of our brain. Now, look, whether that's scientifically spot on or not, just think about it as a metaphor for a second. Only 10%?
Okay, but let's flip that idea on its head. Instead of seeing it as a limitation, what if we see it as an invitation? That other 90%, it's not gone, it's just untapped potential. It's basically the blueprint for some massive growth. And today, we're going to talk about how to get the keys.
So, where do we even start? Well, the first clue, it's probably not where you think. It's not in a classroom. It's actually a little bit beyond those traditional paths we're all taught to follow. And this right here really nails the difference. Look, formal education, it's super important. It gives you the skills to earn a living, for sure. But self-education, that continuous, deliberate choice to learn on your own, that's what can earn you a fortune. And I'm not just talking about money. I mean a fortune in life experiences and personal growth.
Here's a good way to think about it. Your degree, your diploma, that stuff gets you in the door, right? It shows you've got the foundation. But actually building a remarkable career, a life that feels fulfilling, that takes self-education. It's like you're building the rest of the house, piece by piece, exactly how you want it.
Okay, so if self-education is the path, then what's the fuel for the journey? Well, it turns out there's a kind of secret ingredient that connects some of the most successful people in the world. And honestly, it's hiding in plain sight. And I mean, we're talking about people who have literally changed the world. You've got Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Tony Robbins. I mean, these are folks who, even with all their success, are just famous for being completely dedicated to constantly learning and improving themselves.
And that's really the secret ingredient right here. It's not about being lucky or being born some kind of genius. The one thing they all have in common is this relentless commitment to investing in themselves. You know, their knowledge, their skills, their whole mindset.
But that investment, it goes way deeper than just reading books or taking courses. To really, truly build on your potential, the first and most important investment has to in your foundation. And that work, it all starts on the inside. This is such a powerful idea. Basically, all that external success, the great job, the big achievements, the recognition, it's all just a reflection of your internal state. Think about it. If your mind is all cluttered and stressed out, there's just no way you can perform at your best out in the world. So, okay, how do we win that inner game? The answer is surprisingly simple, and it's something every single one of us can do, like today. It's not some complicated mindset hack or a new app. It's just exercise. And the way it works is actually pretty straightforward, but it's also profound. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins. And these natural chemicals, they're basically a reset button for your brain. They clear out all the mental fog and let you concentrate and think with total clarity. It's like a biological cheat code for winning that inner game. Okay, this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. We've covered self-education, we've talked about winning the inner game, so now let's tie it all together with a really simple formula that you can start using right away. And here it is. It's as easy as ABC. Always be curious. And this is more than just a catchy phrase, you know? It's really a guiding principle for a life of growth, for unlocking that other 90%. So how do you actually do this? The goal is super simple. Just try to be a tiny bit better today than you were yesterday. That's it. Learn one new thing. Ask one more question. Get a little better at one small skill. That commitment to just getting a little better every day, that's the engine. And the rest, it just kind of follows automatically. And you know, beyond all the goals and success, this way of living gives you something even more valuable. A curious life is just an interesting life. It's full of discovery and wonder. It really is how you start exploring all that untapped potential. So as we finish up here, I'll just leave you with this question. Because unlocking your potential, it really does start with one small step, one single question. So, what will you be curious about today?